Hey, buddy. We're doing a little YouTube live, real quick. All right, I know. Yo, what's up? Hello, hello. Let some people get in here. Oh man, we're doing a little Four Locos tonight. What's up? Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? We're doing a little YouTube live. Let some people get in here. I'm doing a few Four Locos tonight. I'm doing 3 exactly. I got 3 of these cans. I bought 6. Was recording with Tanya Tate for Conversation with the Big Guy Ryback earlier, and I was debating doing a boozing with the big guy, and ended up getting my YouTube Silver Play Award came in the mail today, and so I figured, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do a YouTube live on that and just show you guys there. This is to getting to 100,000 subscribers, guys. So I personally wanted to come on here and say thank you very much. Making this, I don't know if it's been between 5 and 6 months. I've had the channel for a couple years, but we weren't doing anything with it. And my boy DJ Dell, Sneaker Addict, give him a follow here on YouTube. He reached out to me. I talked to Chris Van Vliet, did his show, the first one, which we got a new interview up. We got 2 of them, so check out the Chris Van Vliet show, guys, on YouTube. And he's doing a lot of great things, interviews, a lot of celebrities, movie stars, and pro wrestlers. Excuse me. And with all my injuries and everything going on, and I was just really focused on everything else. I wasn't giving YouTube any attention. And it ended up being the one thing I needed to be giving the most attention. But when you're going through a lot of injuries and being told you need a 5-disc fusion and shoulder replacement, I'm fucking sick of talking about it. But a lot of people just have no clue what has been going on. So you just kind of got to keep kind of talking about it in a condensed version. And I didn't really just look into YouTube. I didn't want to be seen. Not just because I wasn't, and I was staying positive and upbeat, and I was just on a plan. And once my health came back, I was like, all right, it's time to go. I'm a big follower, believer. I talk to Gary Vaynerchuk every once in a blue moon and just follow him religiously. And I think he's a very smart social media businessman. And the time was right to get on YouTube. And Van Vliet kind of put in my head, you need to get on YouTube, big guy. DJ Dell's reached out to me. Let me help you with the channel. We can get this thing fucking rolling. And here we are. We're fucking rolling. My health is back. My back is fucking completely better, which was my main priority. My shoulder is getting bigger and stronger every week, working on muscles that had atrophied from all the bullshit. And it's a great story for down the road, and I don't expect anyone to understand what it was like to overcome this, but I'm fucking proud. I'm goddamn fucking proud, and I'm celebrating tonight, guys. I'm celebrating this motherfucking Silver Play Award with some motherfucking Four Locos, and I've never had one, guys. Everyone's like, oh, that was cool in high school. Well, guess what? I didn't fucking know. I was Mr. Jock, Mr. Athlete, Mr. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm a just do my thing. Always, if I was gonna drink, I was gonna drink Coors Light or straight alcohol. But I gotta say, guys, this is my second one, and this is Four Locos is the real deal. 14% alcohol. I will say the apple, real shit. There's probably artificial sweeteners in this, but tonight, guys, we're celebrating, and at my house, little guy's lying here right next to me. I can't get too fucked up, but I figured I'll do a live and have a little fun tonight, answer some questions with you guys on here. I'm a lot of great things going on, a lot of great things. Training with Nick Best from time to time, and he's helped me tremendously. I've been blessed to be put in front of a lot of great, intelligent, excellent human beings with Conversation with the Big Guy Ryback podcast, available on all podcast platforms. If you're not subscribed, guys, stupid, go subscribe. The show, it is, I said it from the beginning, it's a lifelong project. And there's been a few different versions of the show, but I'm very, very happy, and I'm learning and going along, and I try to shut the fuck up when I do the show. I like to talk. My YouTube is based around me talking to myself, right? So I've learned as I do the shows to quiet up and let my guests speak. And don't always let the voice inside my head come out, because that voice is fucking loud and we all know it. But yeah, what do we got going on, guys? But I want to say thank you. Thank you to my friends, mi amigos, mi compadres. Gracias. Muchas gracias, mi amigos, mi amigas. Thank you, guys. The goal is 1 million. And with WWE refiling my Ryback trademark to prevent me from getting it so that I can't go to AEW or anywhere and have merchandise with it, I can use my Ryback name anywhere. They can't prevent it because it's my legal name. What they're trying to prevent, though, is they want me to spend $45,000 to $60,000 to cancel it, which is going to take 12 to 18 months. They're going to lose. They're not going to win. They're just being difficult. They want me to spend $45,000 to $60,000. So that, again, guys, you have to ask yourself, why is a multi-billionaire that fucking petty? It's because I beat him every step of the way, and I'll continue to beat him. And they're going to need me at one point or another. We'll wait. I'll sit back patiently as long as I need to. But everything's good. I'm very happy, and I think 2020 is going to be the year that I'll be able to step foot in the ring. And I'm not stepping foot in the ring of just any fucking, some fucking little fucking indie promotion or anything like that. I walked away, and I'm going to come back whenever the fuck I want. And that's the bottom line. And that's not because Stone Cold said that. It's because the motherfucking big guy said so. I love you guys too. Thank you very much. Man, that light makes my face. I've been on a vegan diet for 3 days, guys. I'm getting pretty jacked on the vegan diet. Ah, look at that. Their ratings are horrible, but it is what it is. We've talked about it too much. Listen to the podcast, guys. I give you straight up insight. I've been telling the truth from day one. Anyone who thinks I've not lied to you guys on one thing. So if you guys think a bunch of fucking dirt sheet internet fucking marks are going to give you guys the fucking facts, you're out of your goddamn minds. Let's just take a step back. A guy that's been with the company since he was 22, his whole adult life, or fucking internet marks that write dirt sheets. Choice is yours, guys. And no fucking agenda. I talk about good and bad. So I think, though, the vegan shit, guys, and I'm listening to the Rogan podcast right now. He has a guy on. Van Vliet told me about it. And I saw the Game Changers shit on, and I have a vegan video coming up tomorrow, I think, tomorrow morning, hopefully, or tomorrow night. But I think it's balance. We were never meant to be this fucking populated. We've got over 7 billion people. The meat industry, the way animals are raised, it's bullshit. We all know that. And there's too many of us. I think it's more of a balance. I don't think eating meat on occasion is bad, especially quality meat or quality chicken and eggs and fish. But I do think for me, I have overconsumed it heavily for the majority of my life. And I needed to scale back. And for me, it's finding balance. And maybe it's, going to Texas Day, Brazil once a week. That's pretty extreme. Maybe once every other week. I eat a lot. So, and I think, you know what I mean? I think I eat it though every meal. And so for me, that was a way. And having Austin Aries, he's going to be on the podcast this Monday, 2 hours. Me and Austin Aries shooting the shit. Talk about a motherfucking guy you meet, you just get along with right away. It's funny when honest people meet honest people, you could talk all fucking day. And I met him right away, and I was just like, I like this fucking guy. He's a straight shooter. He's funny. He's got a comedic just presence about him, and he should because he does comedy. And he is, me, I'm pretty fucking sarcastic, but I'm also very serious. And you can tell with Austin, he's the same sort of cloth. Like when he can let his guard down, he's cool and funny. When he needs to be serious, he can be serious. So I think that's the best way to be. Bell Life, man, I love the Bell Life brothers. Fuck. I just ordered Mad Dog. They're sending me plutonium number 9, guys. And I'm fucking, the goddamn Bell Life brothers fucking calling me out on that Mad Dog plutonium number 9. Johnny Scoville, shout out to Johnny Scoville and the UK Chili Queen. Subscribe to their channels, guys, on YouTube. UK Chili Queen is fucking hot. Johnny Scoville, I'm sure is hot to the women, but UK Chili Queen, give them both a follow. They've helped me a lot in all this, but they what's it called? Scoville messaged me today. I asked him about it. He goes, brother, be careful. He goes, this shit, it messed him up bad, guys. So you got to be careful with that. It's why do I talk so loud on these lives? Projecting. I'm just a projecting asshole. It's the For Loko essay. But I'm going to do it because the Bell Life Brothers called me out. And I'm going to have to call them out on something next. Because this is the game we are playing. But I'm looking forward to doing a collab with them really soon. I think I wouldn't mind going back to Kentucky, actually. I need to have an ex-girlfriend out there. What an ex-girlfriend she was. What's up, Jackie? And looking at these. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But the Bell Life, man, those guys, I enjoy their content tremendously. I think they're good dudes. You can just tell when you look at somebody if they're good dudes. They're good dudes. Excuse me, guys. Where are we at on this? 11:15. No, guys, I've not talked to anybody about. I just gleeked. Did I just gleek on my Play Award? Fuck! This Play Award. I got to show you. That's why I'm here, guys. Thank you to all of you here. Hopefully the million one's next. This has been a great time. I get to have a lot of fun doing this shit. I literally, this channel's created balance in my life. Because like if I didn't, so I wanted to drink tonight. I purposely had drinks to do this. And I feel YouTube is keeping me honest with my life. Like I'm like, oh, I gotta relax and enjoy today and have some red wine and do whining with the Ryback. So this has been good for me. And don't get me wrong, guys. We're all on, I'm honest. I make money on all of this. And I make money and it helps feed me more nutrition in my conversation with the big guy Ryback. I hate people that lie. I'll be like, oh, I just do it. I can put out the content for you guys because I love you. And I do love you, but I make money doing it. And to act like you don't is fucking stupid. God, I know some people get mad at the goddamn, it's GD. But this is what life, it's all about. Everything is all about. Making money's fucking awesome. It's great. Just be real doing it. It's not fucking hard. Hey guys, yeah, I'm selling you right now because life is all about sell or be sold. You either sell for somebody else or you sell for yourself. That's life. Grant Cardone shit. That's not, but it's like, just be honest about it. And if you're honest and just let your guard down and be real, people will appreciate it. But when you try to fucking cover it up with bullshit lies, and then you sell bullshit on top of it, fuck off. Not about that life. Oh man, the For Loko just fucked me up, guys. That went through my nose. Oh, this is a moment. Screenshot that one. Big guy just got taken down by For Loko. It went into my nose, down my throat, through my nose. This is the first time on YouTube I've been fucked up, like not drinking, but look at my eyes. It got me. I'm 1.5 For Lokos in, by the way. That's not even, they're pretty big cans though. Oh, it's a celebration. I'm going out after this, hitting the strip, gonna take an Uber and meet some of my friends out. Oh. Wait, what the fuck was that? Hold on. Easy on the comments, guys. What is the comment if I was in prison and I got in a fight in the shower? Whoever wrote that, write that back. I would like to see that again. I don't have really any relationship with WWE right now. I messaged Mark Carano on the WWE trademark and advised them that I would appreciate for them to drop it so that I don't have to pay the $45,000 to $60,000. He didn't respond back. I talked to, so guys, you got to understand, a lot of you are pussies. Not like a lot of you here, but just in general, a lot of you are pussies. You guys think that if you talk and tell the truth, that like you'll never work for a company ever again. So here's my thing. Look at the history of WWE. Who hasn't been back? So am I really? I don't give a fuck, guys. They fucked with my life. I don't give a fuck. I can't be any clearer on that. And I know how valuable I am and what I can bring to the table, and that when I'm healthy and turn it on, that there ain't no motherfucker on the goddamn motherfucking planet that can do what I can do. Energy-wise, fucking entertainment-wise, wrestling-wise, I fucking know, work ethic-wise. So when you have that kind of confidence in you, you don't worry about little petty bullshit that pussies worry about. That some of the pussies worry about on here. But everything I said in the Chris Van Vliet interview is true based off things that I know and that people I have talked to. And me and Vince McMahon's brother, Rod McMahon, loves Feed Me More Nutrition. One message to him, hey, I want to talk to Vince. Guys, I'm not concerned about talking to Vince. I'm concerned about making pro wrestling better for the entire pro wrestling industry. So take that however the fuck you will. So when I'm healthy and I'm ready, I will make a phone call. Got it? I will make a phone call. And then I'll go about my business, and we will go, and pro wrestling will get a lot better. Pro wrestling's already getting a lot better, but it's going to get even better when I'm ready to go. And for you little pure technical little fucking bitches that think that, oh, the wrestling, the pure, but that shit don't sell, guys. There's a reason why the majority of guys don't do it. There's a reason why a lot of pure technical wrestlers that go to WWE don't do it, because it doesn't sell. So go fucking do real shit if that's the way you want to fucking play your life. Pro wrestling is fucking the entire package. Okay, we're going to do a question here, guys. If I was in prison and it came down to fighting in the shower, would I do it? Well, brother, it depends what the fucking, if it came down to it and you got to fight, what are you going to do? You got to fight. Just hope you don't get knocked out and lose, right? What are you going to act like a pussy in the showers? Oh, I don't want to fight. Oh. You're fucked, literally and figuratively. God, some of the shit that goes through your guys' mind, you sick fucks. I know we got kids watching, guys. Adults cuss. As you guys get older and realize how miserable the world is, you'll cuss too. I do it just for pure pleasure and funniness. Yeah, don't drop the soap. That's why they got the little gimmick on those soaps. You put it around wrist and double tie it. Keep that shit on lockdown. Have a little thing of Dove in your hand. That thing will slip out every time. Oops. I don't really have any interest in going and wrestling in other countries, guys. My supplements, just so everyone, you guys, catch you guys up here. We're here for the Silver Play Award, yada, 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 100,000. We're almost to 200,000, so this is old news. Feed Me More Nutrition, thank you guys, available on feedmemore.com and Amazon. You guys have made this a huge success, and I can't thank you guys enough. And if you haven't bought it, go buy it, because it is the real deal, and it's growing, and I'm very passionate and proud about everything we've done. I'm turning it over to a fulfillment company here in January, most likely, latest at February, who's going to be taking over the entire website and inventory out of Chicago, where I don't have to do the physical labor anymore, because I've been doing everything for the last 3 years and got this to the point. And I wanted to do it because I want to tell the story that if you want to be a success, you do the motherfucking work. And I can now stand on stage and say, I did the motherfucking work. And that's the only way to guarantee success. And I'm going to be standing with Gary and Grant and these motherfuckers, Ty Lopez and fucking Dean Graziosi and all these other motherfuckers. And I could stand on stage and say, I did the motherfucking work. So, but my time is going to be able to allow me get healthy. I'm training with Nick Best right now. Get myself physically where I need to be. I will then go to the ring. I will get to myself where I want to be in the ring. That will not take more than 2 fucking weeks. Honestly, it'll probably be less than 3 days. No, my conditioning is already there. Everything's on par. And then I'll be able to pick up the phone and say, I'm fucking ready. Here we go. So it's, wrestling is like learning how to ride a bike. Once it fucking clicks in the brain, guys, it clicks in the brain, and it clicked a long time ago for me. It'll never click for you. Well, nothing's ever going to click for you, motherfucker. I can promise you it clicked for me. And it's going to be all good, guys. Hello, hello. Right now, guys, I'm going to go to the company. I don't like WWE's schedule. I think it's horse shit. I think Vince is full of shit. I think Hunter's full of shit. Paul, straight up, and they know it. They are full of shit. I like everything AEW is doing. And if I could be a part of changing the history of pro wrestling and helping a company, helping a team, because it's a team. That's what you guys got to understand. And WWE wants to try to create in this individual environment. It's a fucking team. It's a team at the end of the day, guys. There's one team. And if that team's being treated better and from top to bottom, everything is understood. And I've talked about this from the moment I left WWE, from everything I've seen, from all the ex-WWE performers that are all fucked up and die young. The fact that you guys support that fucking shit company for all the bullshit they put people through, it's fucking stupid because you're being selfish motherfuckers for your own selfish entertainment. You have to look in the mirror at the end of the day. You have to ask yourself, why has everybody that's left that company had the same attitude? There's a fucking reason. And the only people that haven't are the people that, those select few that made a lot of money. And if you talk to them in private, they share the same opinion. You can't question me. I've been there, I've done it, I've had those conversations. You fucking haven't. I'm just man enough to talk about it. So we'll see what happens. My health is back, and I have no fucking doubt how confident I am in my abilities and what I can do. Now my back, that I know I'm not going to end up in a wheelchair, because nothing's worth that shit. Hello, Brazil. I've dated a few Brazilian women. Out of this world. Would I wrestle in Saudi Arabia? I have wrestled there before, actually. I don't, the world's a fucked up place, guys. And people, excuse me, people do things for money all the time. So it's really, those performers, WWE, that go over there, it's a tough situation. And I'm not there right now. I've been gone for 3.5 years, guys. I'll tell you, I wasn't comfortable when I went there the first time. It was the most uncomfortable I've ever been. I didn't leave the hotel. No, but it was a good experience. Nothing bad happened when I was over there. Obviously, I'm still here. But I've never been happier to get out of a country, to get out of just a place, just in general. It's a different culture, guys. They've been brought up differently. The people in charge have fucked up shit in their brains that were put in their brains as a kid. It's really tough to fucking overcome that. Ryback, so Curtis Axel is one of my favorite people. I talk to him still. I talk to Curtis Axel all the time, guys. Not all the time, but enough. We have some conversations. I wish Curtis, you guys got to understand too, with talent, like he has a family, he has 3 kids and a wife, and he's a great family man. He's a great father, great husband. He's a great friend, and when you're in that position, you do what's best for your family. And he's a selfless human being, and he was one of the highlights of my WWE career. I wish I wasn't. I was so hell-bent on wanting to be a single star, and I was hurt in our tag team thing, and I left, and I was selfish for myself, and I'm self-admittedly, and he knew it as well. And I did not like being put in that position because I knew I was a draw, and I was a main event draw on my own, and I knew the bullshit going on. But I was very happy to tag with him and have the opportunity to have fun in a less stressful situation. But it wasn't what my heart wanted. And he knew that too. And we had enough. We knew each other well enough to where. But you know, I love that guy more than anything, and I wish we could have. I wish the shit that we did was on TV. A lot of what we did was put on WWE.com because I was being punished, not him. And I felt it. Just so you guys understand, shit like that, they knew how I was as a person. They knew that would bother me more, that a guy that I really liked was being punished because of me. So they would do it, and like that's rather than me being punished by myself. And so for me, that was fucking the really fucked up part of that whole thing, that he got put through all that. But you look at his career and what they've done with him, and it all goes back to his dad and probably with Hunter and fucking in the ribs that were played, and they hold shit against things, and it's a fucked up business. He should be much more prominent on TV in a singles role than he has ever been. That guy can fucking go. But you guys, a lot of you might not know that based off the roles that he plays. And for me, and he has a family, but he does it for his fucking family. That's why he fucking does it. Whereas somebody who's single, like an Austin Aries or me, where you can say, fuck this, I'm out of here. Those guys do it for their families, and I understand that. And I had a chance to main event and make a lot of money in a very short period where I invested it properly, where I was able to go bet on myself and get the fuck out of there. So a little bit of a different situation. I'll do a video on Tough Enough, actually, guys. I'll go back and watch that DVD and take some notes, and I'll do a whole YouTube video on my Tough Enough experience. I think that would be a cool YouTube video. You guys, my goal, like going forward, no matter where I go back wrestling, this shit, I'm staying with this for the rest of my life. I'm very comfortable. Like, I train with Nick Best, and he has his son Dylan record, and I don't even fucking pay attention most of the time. I can, like, and unless we know we're gonna talk about in front of the camera, I, at this point of the game, guys, am confident. Like, I enjoy being in front of the camera. I'm comfortable with who I am and what I do. Where it's, I look at this as a, like I said, the Truman Show. You don't put your whole life on the camera, obviously, because then you're like a porn star. But you put what you want on the camera where you're comfortable and stuff. So that's why I'm more comfortable. And YouTube is TV now. So you don't have a producer saying, hey, we want to take Kevin Hart and make Kevin Hart a star. You could just put yourself on TV. You guys are going to tell the people who's a star or not. And I think, not to toot my own horn, but toot, I'm a fucking pretty entertaining motherfucker. We know it. You may not always agree with me, but I tell it like it is. How much does it cost for an autograph? Guys, you ready for this? Absolutely nothing. All you have to do is listen to the podcast. At the end of every conversation with the Big Guy Ryback podcast, I give you guys my P.O. box. All you have to do, so it does cost you something, but not for me. You got to pay for a self-addressed envelope, 1 or 2 things tops, guys, and I always sign it and get it back to my fans. I've been doing that for 3.5 years. Yeah, I'm a real piece of shit and asshole. I'm probably one of the few guys that actually do that. There's other guys that do it, but a lot of them don't. I do that as a thank you to my fans. And I just ask that I go every week, every 2 weeks. I pick everything up. I come over here and I sign it and I send it back out. So I've been doing that for 3.5 years, guys. Yeah, I would like to do a story. I actually messaged Steve on Instagram, and I think he follows me on Twitter. I'll shoot him a Twitter message. I would love to have Steve on. I would love to do I want Steve to be in studio, and I want us to fucking get drunk and talk. I think me and Steve, and I did his podcast a long time ago in WWE. Actually, when I had to defend the IC title against Kevin Owens at LA for the second pay-per-view matchup, and my contract, I hadn't re-signed it, so they were fucking with me. And they gave us a short amount of time on the pay-per-view. It was like a really short 6 or 7 minute match. And when I would be doing 15, 20, 25 minute live event matches, just bullshit. And I remember me and Steve did the show that day. And in one of the little room in the locker room. And just fucking, we got along really good. And I had me and him talked off camera a bit. And it's just a lot. I remember it was a really frustrating period for me. I'm on his podcast. You can listen to it on the Stone Cold podcast, but I would love to have him on. You guys got to understand, I'll call Steve out on this all day long. Steve toes the company motherfucking line all the time. And Steve, as much as he could be honest at times, when he's getting a paycheck from WWE, his opinion kind of fucking, it toes the company line. Tell the fucking truth straight up. That's my thing. But here's the deal. When you make money outside of there, you could do that. When you don't, and not to say he didn't, because he's done money, he's made money outside of there, but he probably makes a lot of money when he's there. So it is what it is. But I'm a big fan of Stone Cold, and I think he's the greatest of all time, personally. So green tea, matcha green tea burns body fat extremely well, and this is my Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner. Matcha green tea, look it up, Google it, look at actual research studies. It is amazing for fat burning and increasing metabolism, and it is in my Shell Shock Extreme Fat Burner. Jim Cornette, I think Jim Cornette, guys, has a lot of great opinions on things at times. The guy was heavily figured into pro wrestling, and you always got to respect that. Jim Cornette, though, also likes a little bit of controversy and likes to make money. So what he will do is he will talk about relevant topics in a controversial way. And what he will do is he's a very smart man. He will have that guy that is with him feed him information. And I think he's smart enough to have that guy feed him false information at times so he can react off the false information and give his take off of false information. And it is what it is. He said some shit about me and I knew right away. Fuck off. The guy, he has a good wrestling mind on a lot of things. I don't think that's a question. But I think he does things for money at times. And when you start doing that, you start fucking, get the fuck out of here. I met Jim once. He came up to me at a show, shook my hand, and, hey, Ryback, how you doing? And that was it. So that was before I ever knew he had ever had really ran his mouth about me in the way that he did. But he was given some false information also on some exact numbers and different things. But I guarantee you put us in front of each other, we'd have a really good conversation. You put anybody in front of me, we always have a really good conversation. Yes, guys, just put whatever cards or photos you want signed, self-addressed envelope with postage, return postage, and I will get it back to you guys. Training with Nick Best right now. I'm just now getting back, guys. I'm so far off with my best. No pun intended. But Nick always tells me, he goes, you're built for powerlifting. And I was told that very early on. I love pro wrestling, and I think it's a balance. I like the endurance and strength aspect of pro wrestling and being the biggest, strongest, fastest, best endurance. But I think with training with Nick, I definitely think my squat's going to get between 700 and 800 pounds, and I think my bench is going to get close to 600 pounds. But I have to give that time. I'm literally just coming back. And I'm dealing with and this is coming back, guys, after being done. Not like being done, like retired, but like physically being done. And I don't expect anyone to understand what I'm talking about, but it's, I'm pretty fucking excited right now. I'm training with Nick, and Nick is, goddamn, man. You talk about somebody, like when you meet somebody, just another good human being, but like he's been through a lot of injuries himself, and like he'll tell me, when I'm doing things, like, you can do it. And I've been scared because I was so hurt, so I didn't want to push myself on certain things because I was afraid. But I was afraid with good reason, because I was told to be afraid that if I pushed it, I would be. And now it's a little different story. So training with a guy like that, fuck. The guy, 51 years old, and he's still getting better. It's, I'm very humbled by the whole situation. And I'm learning, I've learned, guys, too. This is going to be a long-ass motherfucking video. Who cares, right? This is a celebration. Celebration with the big guy, guys. Watch 10 minutes, I don't give a fuck. I've learned from my time in WWE, I've been very competitive my whole life in a very destructive way, and it's allowed me a lot of success to a degree, but it's caused me a lot of pain as well. And I've learned to alter my competitive mindset to more of a learning mindset, that learning never ends, guys. And I've conquered the fear of failure a long time ago. But sometimes we have fear of judgment and fear of criticism and different things. You got to understand, no matter what we do in life, and you guys will see, like, no matter what I do, you'll see the people that come forward that try to talk me down. You're a loser, get off YouTube. You're a loser, stop this. You're a loser, stop trying to work out. You're a loser, stop doing this. That you, when you shift your mind, and excellent people know this, and this is why I like training with Nick. Nick is an excellent human being. That when you're around other excellent human beings that just understand that and just strive for greatness, and Nick has a history of greatness as long as anybody in powerlifting and the world's strongest man, and especially for the period of time, they just appreciate the mindset and the effort of learning. And talent will always come through in the end, no matter what. And whether you're the best or not, but when you take on the mindset of, I just want to learn as much as possible, I don't really give a fuck what anybody thinks. You're always going to fare better than if you let fear win out. So I needed to get healthy first, guys. And even in WWE, for people to understand, after my ankle injury, I had a very fearful mindset, because every day I felt like I was on borrowed time, because my ankle was it was not 100%, which I'm doing. I'm spending thousands of dollars to try to get the nerves back in my big toe and my foot, so that I'm not walking on the outside of my foot. I've wrestled my entire WWE career with a gimmick foot that WWE never once acknowledged. And that when I used to do the march with shell shock, when I'd pick a guy up, guys, it wasn't because I wanted to march around to look like a fucking idiot. It was because my balance was so bad on my left foot that I needed to do that to keep my balance and keep my weight going back and forth on my feet, so I didn't look like I stumbled when I picked the guy up. There's a method and there's a reason to everything that I've done. But when you let go of fear and keep that I want to learn as much as possible mindset, it allows you to put yourself around other great people that have that same mindset. And that's my thing I want to push on you guys. Don't let fear dictate the decisions that you make. Don't let these stupid motherfuckers on here that talk shit, guys. They're losers. And I say that in a loving way. They're losers because of their mindset. And they've let people that put that shit in their minds. And for them, they need to try to spread it to other people so that they could justify their inadequacies and feelings of not wanting to push themselves. My thing is, guys, do whatever the fuck you want to do, but inspire other people. That's all. It's the best thing you could do. You can do no wrong with that. Work hard and inspire other people. What's bad about that? So. Dream AEW opponent, guys. I'm going to say, I've talked about it before. I think me and Kenny Omega 60 minutes is fucking big, big money. And I stand behind that to this day. I think me and Cody in a nice program is money. And I think me and Jericho and me and Moxley, money. Especially with unscripted promos. Wardlow, guys, it's too early. I don't know anything about the guy other than that at this point. And I don't want to knock anybody. Give him time. Let him find his own identity. He's very early into all of this. But I know he's a fan of Zoolander, so I like that. I've never done cocaine, thank you. Never done it. I don't know enough about Brian Shaw, guys. He's a big guy though, but I don't know if he does drugs or not. I don't know. I've smoked weed. I live in Vegas. It's legal out here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all though. It doesn't. I'm not productive on it. And yeah, me and Chris Van Vliet, we were talking about putting on an orange and a blue suit, Dumb and Dumber, just traveling the country, taking turns being the third wheel in the back seat for interviews. So one week I'm doing the interview in the front seat, and the next week it's Van Vliet, or the other day. I think that would be hysterical. I'm in Vegas, yeah. The Bell Light brothers, I got to do their plutonium #9 challenge, yeah, guys. My phone, though, guys, is getting on empty here. It's running on empty. Um, Thank you guys very much, though, for everything. In all seriousness, thank you. The 2020 is going to be a great year, guys, and I've been very blessed to get my health back, and I'm very thankful for the love and the support. If you guys look at the comments on YouTube, it's overwhelmingly positive. This is the first platform that, since WWE sent me legal letters trying to take over all my social media, Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, they completely shut down my engagement very shortly thereafter. I'm not going to point fingers. WWE and Vince McMahon has ties to government officials, to the president. So let alone to social media. I'm not going to point fingers and put the blame on anybody, but my social media engagement died very shortly after that. And I never stopped. I've kept going. I've kept fighting from day one. YouTube is the first place that started pushing my content out. And here we go. The millions next. I'm going to win that Ryback trademark from WWE. And either Vince McMahon is going to pay me to use my trademark, or I will be in AEW. And that is the only two places I will be. And it will happen probably in 2020. And wherever I go, we'll fucking win. I promise you that. They will win. Because when I commit to something, I commit all the way. And there are no excuses. And I will either be the savior to one place, or I will fucking hammer in the nails in their motherfucking coffin straight to hell. Feed me more!